Essentially, our job is to control the creative process with the client, with the creative teams, with the account managers, and make sure that we reach the commercial goals that we need to by setting the right marketing goals with the client, and then by creating the right advertising and working on the right creative strategies with our creative department. Especially in the role that I'm in, the strategy role, you're sat between a department whose job is to be as creative as possible and to be wonderful and to be artistic and to bring brilliant ideas to life, between clients who have commercial interests at heart, so you're taught to be more sensitive to business interests on the other side, and your job, which is to be really sensitive to people and to understand what makes them tick. So in terms of just learning about business and the way that it works, you're exposed to loads of different industries, you're exposed to big companies, small companies, very different ways of working, and it gives you really quite a good idea of what businesses do and how they succeed. You need to have an appreciation for creativity because everybody in that industry needs to be creative, but I'd say the main thing is having this drive to understand people and to want to be able to create ideas that change the way that people behave and think. You're not going to get past the first interview unless you're obviously, this is probably said by every different kind of professional, but you're obviously passionate about the industry, and that doesn't mean knowing the theory, it doesn't mean being able to answer questions when you're quizzed, it means coming with a real spark and an opinion on it. So not just talking about what advertising does and what a great campaign is and why it works, but talking about what you think the role is of advertising for businesses, where you think the industry is going in the next few years. It's quite easy to develop those opinions as well by reading around. There are loads of blogs, there are loads of advertising publications you can look at that'll give you an idea of the industry and sort of where it's heading. And I think coming in with a real justified, not just belligerent opinion, but a real sparky opinion on how you think things could be done, on why you think it's an interesting industry to be in, would be great and would set you apart, because most people don't have that. Most people are preoccupied with, what are my 2 top campaigns and why do I think they're good, and you definitely have to have that. But going beyond that, having a real opinion about the industry and what it does would be brilliant.